You don't miss them. You miss who you were with them. I've been thinking about a lot of things recently. The kind of people I used to be around and, just the good old times. But then I remembered something. If I was still with them, I would not have changed. I probably would not have even learned that it was bad because I was that exposed to it all the time. If I spent 10 years with someone, or however long, right, and I didn't know how bad things would get, would I then wish to spend another 10 years, this time while knowing it's bad? And when I think about it, that's 2 decades really quickly off the bat. You wouldn't suspect things, it's normal. And if we have friendships, connections, we wouldn't want to doubt people. We'd feel pretty shallow for doing that. So I know some people might have this kind of question or feel like, oh, these people were there for me. Who's going to be here for me now? When I know how hard it is to move on from things. Even now, I still think about people who betrayed me, people who I used to be close to. Irrespective of who was at fault, I always remember the good lessons that it brought me. Now, let's talk about some mature things, okay? This video is not just for people, just anyone. It's for people who are mature enough to truly take this in, okay? So the first thing is acknowledge the good times. Okay? Even if you feel like, okay, it was all fake and somehow nothing worked out in your favor, something good comes from it. Maybe it increased your confidence. Maybe it helped you get out of your comfort zone. Or maybe it gave you some hope that someone could like you. You know what I'm saying? So acknowledge those good moments. It sucks, I know, and you might be thinking, what's the point when you're not still with it? That's not the point. The fact is that it's still contributing to your character to this day. And that's what people neglect. Some people like to make dumb excuses and say things like, I never liked this person anyway. Oh, I saw that coming. No, don't make excuses. Whether you saw it coming or not, why would you still stay? And not just that, you have to know that it's not your fault, okay? If someone hurts you like that, that's just life. But it doesn't define you. And I can say this tens of thousands of times. Sounds so cliche, but it's true. It does not define you. That person is not the only fish in the sea. They are, unfortunately, one of the fish in the sea, but not the only one. And that's the thing with people. They keep thinking that they just have to, be like doing something in particular. And it really hurts that people think that this is the bare minimum. Not even getting people who care about you, not even having life to yourself. You're just wishing that someone can understand you. And I know what it's like, okay? I've been a lone wolf for as long as I can remember. I've genuinely sat by myself. I've genuinely been alone. And that's why I'm saying this to you guys. And I've been through so many friendships. I've been through so many connections and stuff. I know what it feels like. I'm not trying to BS with anyone. I'm not trying to curry favor. I genuinely know what it's like. And what I want to say is, please, don't beat yourself up. I know it's painful. I know moving on from someone who was once a comfort person or someone so beloved to you is gone. I know how it feels. But we can't make excuses. However, this person has left your life. Maybe they've moved on. Maybe if you believe in an afterlife, maybe they're there. Or maybe this person has just drifted away from you. Or maybe you've drifted away from it. However it may be, you can't let it define you, okay? Like even with those who are deceased, for example, I think I should mention this. They'd be watching over you from somewhere. And they wouldn't want you to be sad, grieving them. You'd have the hopes that you'd see them again. At least I do. And honestly, guys, one of the hardest things I've come to terms with is feeling like I'm deserving of having another connection. Maybe you feel like this happened to you because you deserve it, but you don't. Life has just given you unfortunate programs to believe that, but it's not true. You don't deserve to feel pain like that. You're a human being who's just going through life. Anyway, I'm going on a treasure chest hunt right now. So, should be somewhere around here. But yeah, it's painful, okay? I know. I completely get you, honey. I know. But at the same time, you can't destroy your life, okay? I know people are gonna make you think that, oh, that's it. I'm never gonna find this kind of peace again, this kind of support. You will. If you found it to begin with, you can find it again. But you also need to remember, it's like a poisonous vine. It wraps around you, giving you that idea of comfort, but you know it's harming you. And you don't want that. And I know some people would do anything just so they're not alone, just so they can feel heard, but it's nothing. Let me tell you really bluntly, because as someone who's been through it, some of us go through social scenarios and still feel alone. There's no difference whether we're by ourselves or not. We still feel like we're the only one in the room, or no one's paying attention to us. Sorry if it hits home. I'm holding your hand here. At least I intend to give that impression. I don't know where this treasure chest is. No! Oh, it's there. The moment I said, I don't know where. Oh, wait. Is it this? Oh, no, that's a Wimster. I mean, I'm not complaining. Okay. No! What the? Wimster number 2. Bye-bye. But that's the thing, guys. I don't think we should be focusing on just hurting ourselves like that. Okay, acknowledge the lessons. This is a very mature thing to do. Because sometimes when we stop being friends with people, we immediately think about, oh, terrible person, boo, boo, I don't want to speak to this person, I don't want to think about them. No. You have to chill and tell yourself there are actually good moments. Unless the person was genuinely bad from the start, people usually give you good lessons, even if it's unintentionally. Sometimes you learn how to have better boundaries. Sometimes you learn what to look out for. This is a very important one. Looking out for signs to know if someone is good or bad. Maybe this person taught you that. And I'm not romanticizing anything. We don't tolerate BS here. But we do have to be mature. And sometimes this is religious. And I know not everyone will agree with this, but I sometimes pray for those people to get guided. Okay? And forgiveness and letting go is not the same freaking thing. Just because you forgive does not mean you're chill, you're calm. You can still be suffering, but you can just say, I leave this to God. He will handle my affairs. He will give what's right. I'm just not going to tolerate. I'm just not going to have these people on my mind. That's what it means to forgive in my eyes, in just a religious sense. It does not mean I forgive, therefore these people are just free to go and it's okay. I forget everything. No. If you have the hearts to do that, that's beautiful. But at the same time, it's not easy, especially those of us who have had traumas. So what I'm trying to say is no matter what this person has done or given you, try to think of the good points. Because then you learn. Maybe it helped your character. Maybe it helped you have a bit more of an intolerance towards people who act like that. Maybe it's given you more patience. You never know what hidden blessings that people have actually given you. You know, one of the really, really ironic things I got was a sense of gratitude for intelligence. Sometimes, okay guys, I'm not a hater and I want this video to be one for healing and not something to be snobby, but I'm gonna say this once because it's funny. Sometimes I speak to a bunch of morons and I'm thankful to God that I'm not that dumb. Because they just don't listen and they just don't know how to take accountability. Hee. Okay, sassy Suzu is gone now. But yeah, the whole point is for accountability on both sides. If the other person doesn't give any sort of closure, that's one of the hard things, not getting closure. You want to be someone who focuses on doing things for you. Now, I don't want this to just be about some friendship or betrayal. I want this to be about everything. Whatever people have gone through in this life, loss, sense of grieving, etc., just know something. It doesn't define you. Life goes on. The world is not going to stop spinning just because this person has departed. Okay. Life is fragile indeed, but life still goes on. Life is, like I said, ruthless at times. It keeps going. And you have to learn how to navigate without people. Now, let me tell you something, okay? This is very vulnerable towards people who have lost people. And recently, I've been told by some people on my channel that they've gone through loss. And I want to tell you something, okay? Honor those people in your hearts. And if they have been loved, they are truly blessed to have been loved and remembered by someone like you. And it's hard when you don't believe in the afterlife like I do, but I don't want to force anyone. Just try to have hopes that maybe you'll meet again one day. So if you do have belief in the afterlife, it's like that. If not, then just remember the good times you had, the moments they made life beautiful. And if they were to see you grieving them, they wouldn't be happy. They would actually be really upset. Maybe they're at peace now. Maybe they are somewhere where they've always wanted to be, who knows? So that's what I wanted to say. With grief, it's harder. With people, they're alive. They're just chilling. They're just, doing something. But with the deceased, it's much harder because we don't know how they're feeling. We don't know what they're doing. But we can only anticipate that they're in a better place. And that's, I think, one of the hardest things to do as human beings. So yeah, I want this video to be a part of everything. Honor those people in your heart. And I know it's hard to lose people. Like, I'm going to tell you one of the hardest things, yeah. Losing family is probably one of the hardest because they're irreplaceable. If someone has been with you growing up and they're not there, no one can take that. As a friend, as someone, I'm not saying people are dispensable or replaceable, but family is always the hardest to replace. And when I mean replace, I'm not saying people are just tossed around, okay? But with friends, if someone doesn't work out, you can look for another one. You know what I'm saying? But with family, you can't just chuck out a parent and just find another parent. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have a good connection with them, which I do encourage, God willing, for each of us. The truth is, it's tough. And I know people have all kinds of problems and hardships, and I pray that everything becomes easier for you, irrespective of whether you're religious or not. But life goes on. And it's really hard, I know, to move on, but at the same time, you just have to do it. Because I think one of the hardest things as human beings, besides being a human being, is that no one taught us how to do this. No one teaches you how to get over something. No one tells you the answer. And I'm not saying they're expected to, but I'm just saying this just naturally. Like, let's say you go through a bad friendship. No one's going to tell you, okay, here's how to get over it. Like, yeah, you can see videos and stuff, but that's the thing. You learn it by yourself and you kind of do the steps by yourself. And I think that's one of the things that really overwhelmed me about life is that people don't do as much for you. Like, I want to be really vulnerable again. Growing up, I've had a lot of things being done for me, like a lot of things. So being humbled by life itself to do things for my own sake was something that took me some time. But it's so important. No one taught me how to do it. I just had to. Life just taught me. And when I say life taught me, it's one of those things that inevitably happens. Like, I don't even think about it and I just become it. It's like I just hit this person. Whoopsies. So yeah, it's like living. No one tells me you have to breathe. No one tells me you have to blah, blah. And I just do it instinctively. So when life wants something for me, it comes to me regardless. I didn't just wake up wanting to do commentaries or wanting to draw. It's something that, to me, I believe God placed it in my heart. But at the same time, it's something that life has also just brought to my attention. It was bound to happen, I guess. So I know it's a bit of a mixture of things I'm saying, and I hope I'm not too confusing, but it varies, okay? Like with people, with grief, you have to be a bit more soft-hearted about it because it's tough losing someone, especially if you once saw them and you don't see them anymore. That's tough, okay? But with friendships and stuff, I do get it's the same thing, but they're alive. That's the difference. And they're accessible. and at least you can find someone else to fill that void. But with grief, it's much harder. But I do believe that eventually the void will be filled, but differently. You know what I'm saying? So, whilst that person, if you lose a parent, for example, whilst that void can't ever be filled by anyone else, maybe you have a close friend who gives you, I don't know, enough love to help to heal you. Doesn't mean they become that person who, the void was created from, but they're a good support system. And that's another really important thing to have. When you're moving on from people, have a good support system, even if it's just you by yourself. Before I even had a good support system, I supported myself. Okay. And this is crucial. Don't be around losers. If people don't acknowledge things for how you see them, then just don't. People see things differently. Some people are more sensitive than others, and I respect that. But the one thing I do want to say is don't make excuses. If your life sucks and you're still thinking about XYZ, life goes on. That's the thing. It just goes on. It's tough, but it goes on. And the people who you're once close to would want that for you. Okay? Especially if they really, really did love you. Oh no, not this again. Well, whoa. Controlling this is a pain. Wait. No. Wait, is this? Oh. Oh man, do I have to kill this thing? Oh boy. 150. What are we talking about, chat? You know what? I'm tired. Ah, okay. Okay. Momo, help me. Wait. Oh, stop! No, that's cheating. You can't do that to me. That's cheating. No, this is bull. Nah, I'm not doing this again. Hell no. Go away. Oh man. Oh no, I had the wrong ability or whatever. Oh boy. Good old unicorn. Oh my god, her dress is glit or whatever. I can't. But yeah, that's what I would say. Honor those people. Be an embodiment of the lessons that you learn. That's another thing. If there's one way I can sign off this video, even though I'll probably remember something else to mention, is that be the embodiment of the lesson that they taught you. If someone betrayed you, if someone hurt you, if you're grieving someone and they taught you a lesson, be the embodiment. So maybe people who passed away taught you life is valuable. Be the embodiment of someone who appreciates life. Maybe someone taught you about how to not betray people, how to value people, how to not be like that. Be the embodiment of someone who treasures friendships or relationships. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You want to honor those. And those scars are proof that you're a soldier, you're a warrior, you're fighting for something. That's what I would say. And I know it sounds a bit romanticized and humble AF, but hey, it's actually a pretty good way to navigate things. Okay. Like, sometimes people don't teach you things immediately. And during the moment, you almost never learn something. But after you let go of people, you start to learn, oh, snap, this sucked. But during the time, we're so exposed to it, we don't even know how bad it is. So eventually we learn how bad it is. And then we start to realize, okay, I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together now. And you realize that, wow, that was crazy. The distance also helps as well. So yeah, I hope this video helps. You are a worthy individual. You're loved, you're special, you are truly, truly remarkable. Don't let these losers stop you. And remember, even if you are someone who has hurted people, you can always move on and become a better person. Just make sure that you keep working on yourself. No one is perfect, but at the same time, no self-deprecating comments, okay? Keep doing what you can. Don't make excuses. And to those who have lost people, I send you my sincerest and deepest condolences, but please honor them. Those people would not want to see you hurt. And just remember, life can always help you meet more people along the way. So that's what I wanted to also say. Thank you so much for watching, and be around the right people. And I'm sending lots and lots of healing your way. Lots of love. Oh, yeah. Please support my coffee page as well. It would mean the world to me.